What did Darrin do, leading up to the last game to earn as many carries and snaps as he got?
Just consistent. He just he's been doing what we asked him to do, and thought we needed a little spark. We didn't think it would get worse, so we gave it a whirl, and we were pretty pleased with the outcome.
Pleased enough to kind of keep him in that role
Sure.
heading into this week?
Sure, we still played about equal plays, maybe a little less than equal, but it worked out well. He played a bunch of plays. That's the most plays he's played because he played about 15 plays on special teams as well. So he played a lot of ball. I think he enjoyed himself.
Quadri's first 2 games, he got a lot of carries, had a lot of success. His yards were up. Since then, I don't think he's had more than 10 carries in a game, and his production's down. Is he a guy you think needs more carries to kind of get going, or what do you think it is that he's struggling with as of late?
We play some pretty good teams in there, some pretty good defenses in there. So, what we do is predicated based on what we do and what the opposition is doing. So, each week there's an adjustment, and based on who we play, it could be a little bit different this week.
A.J. Davis said his footwork is something you've been harping on him about. How close is he to getting right and sort of earning more reps?
It's only one ball, and you throw Whitehead in the mix. It's hard to get. It's hard to get 5 guys the ball. You got you got Quadri and Frenchie. So those guys, it's just a process of just getting him better. He's one of the guys we're expecting to do good things in the future. And if he was pressed into action, I think he would do a good job. But the overall knowledge of the game and what we're doing is what he's lacking a little bit right now.
You mentioned Whitehead. First you guys steal him, now you've stolen Phil Campbell as well from the defensive backs. How much is he working with you guys, and I guess how did that come about?
He won't be doing very much. Le'Veon's coming next week.
Is he? That'll be a
So
big
he won't be
pickup.
getting. No, we're just trying to create a spark. We're not scoring enough points, and we're just trying to get guys in space with the ball that can make plays. Trying to be creative in formations and motions and trying to score points. It's not easy scoring points, so that's what we're trying to do.
It seems like you've gone from running Quadri a lot to now Whitehead, Hall, guys that are more athletes than they are physical players. Do you feel like that is a response to the way you're blocking, or just places that you had success in the first few games?
Well, I think that you always want to get the guy, the ball in the hand of a guy that can make plays. Defense always has you outnumbered, so we're trying to score points.
I know you talk a lot about the running back needs to make one guy miss or to break a tackle.
Right.
There's one guy he has to beat. How do you feel like Darrin Hall kind of he's not like a physical guy like Quadri, or not as big? How is he able to make his one guy miss?
He's getting better.
I guess what skills does he? What's his best skill? Is it moves? Is it speed? Is it just being able to physically break a tackle?
Combination. He's got good size. He's got good speed. Most of it is mentally. What are you buying into? Am I a guy that believe I can run through a guy and get 3 more yards, or do I believe I can juke a guy? Do I believe I can outrun a guy to the corner? So some of that is belief, what's in his heart, what's in his being.
How would you evaluate your other unit lately with special teams?
Some units, pleased with. Some units, not so much. I was very pleased with the punt team up until Saturday. Pleased with the kickoff team. Pleased with our field goal unit. We have not been able to get a good spark in the return game, kickoff return game. I've been pleased with the punt return game. It's hard to be good in all 4 phases every year. That's our goal. That's our intent. But the bottom line is it's difficult.
Were you surprised that the Hines kid was able to take that one back on you guys?
Yeah, that's 2 in 30 years, 29 years. So anytime anybody has a long return, I'm surprised.
2 in 29 years. What do you mean?
2 fatal returns in the punt game.
It's your career, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
What makes your unit so good, Andre?
Common sense. I'm not very smart, but I can do basic math. I understand numbers. I understand leverage, and it's just simple. What we do is so simple. But guys have to be in the right place, and we broke down across the board. And there's a couple things that we broke down on. It's something that we break down on in practice, and we've been working on it. I've been harping on it, and it hit us. So it's what it is. It's behind us. We're getting ready. Duke's got good guys. Duke's got guys that can run, that can make you miss. So we got to do things right way, and otherwise you'll give up another fatal.
Audra, I hope I asked this question the right way, but you coached 3 decades, and you had 2 punt returns returned for touchdowns.
That's correct.
Wow.
2 kickoffs.
2
kickoffs, 2 punt
punts.
returns, yeah.
So it's 4 in 30 years.
29, 30, 27,
Whatever
somewhere
it is.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
When you come in here on Sunday, getting back to the running backs and turn on the machine, what do you see, from your guys or from the unit that bothered you the most?
What bothers me the most? Well, that's an easy question. I just the bar is high, the expectations are high, and every yard counts, because you never know when on first down you get 3 yards instead of 4. You never know what's going to happen on second down. So now it's 3rd down and 1, and you got to punt the ball. So just getting the guys just to understand every yard matters. So with that being said, your track matters. What you're looking at matter. When you get to that guy, how you set him up, all those things matter. And in the past, we've had guys like James. James could cheat a little bit because he was different, and sometimes he wasn't exactly right, but it was hard to put him on the ground. Getting those guys just to understand everything matters, just buy into it.
Are you still seeing issues with tracks and landmarks? You talked a couple weeks ago about.
No, it's just that's just an example.
Right.
Just an example. And then we need to be able to make plays. That's what it is making plays. You gotta make plays.
You had mentioned wanting to see improvement on kick returns. What have been some of the struggles that you've noticed in that fast?
In kick return?
Special teams, yeah.
Maintaining blocks, understanding where the return's going, leverage. And I go back and look, because we beat ourselves up because the bar's high and we want to be good. And so just yesterday I went back and looked. Why we were so good last year. We have a bunch of older guys that, Reggie Mitchell, guys like that. I was able to play the tailbacks a little bit more. Had Moss. If we had older guys. We were playing with some younger guys, which that's no excuse. But when you transition a bunch of veterans out and you start over with a group of new guys, we've had injuries and stuff like that. That's growing pains, and we're going through them.
How is Moss doing in terms of staying engaged for when he comes back?
He's doing well. I stay focused on the guys that are available this week and moving forward that way. But as far as I can tell, he's focused. I hadn't seen anything to say he's distracted.